What began as one man's personal manifesto went on to sell 25 million copies and build a business worth $280 million. Imagine turning your expertise into that kind of impact and income. Today I'll reveal how Stephen Covey turned his personal manifesto into a business empire and how you can apply the same strategy to monetize your expertise. I'm Geoff McDonald and I help business professionals like you turn your decades of experience into high trust and high impact businesses.
Hello, this is Stephen Covey.
Before he became a global leadership icon, Stephen Covey was a professor at Brigham Young University in Utah in the business school. He held an MBA from Harvard and a PhD in religious education. Not your standard combination. But more than just a scholar, Covey was a deep thinker and he was obsessed with understanding how people could live more meaningful lives, both personally and in business. He spent years consulting with organisations, studying leadership and teaching personal development. His early work wasn't flashy. It was slow, thoughtful and values-driven. He believed that leadership wasn't about quick fixes or charisma. Instead, it was about principles, character and habits. And in 1989, he published the culmination of all of his study, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It wasn't just another self-help book. It was a manifesto, a clear and powerful philosophy based on a set of timeless principles. Many of the principles he taught, like personal responsibility and integrity, reflect the values and the principles of his faith. But what made 7 Habits so impactful was that he translated these principles into everyday language so that people could use them in their lives and at work. The structure was bold. It started with independence and self-mastery, then interdependence, where you built relationships and collaborated with others. And finally, he focused on continual learning and renewal. The result? The book sold over 25 million copies and was translated into over 40 languages. It's one of the best-selling business books of all time. But Covey didn't stop at the book. He also turned his manifesto into a business. Originally, this was as the Covey Leadership Center. But in 1997, he merged with Franklin Quest to form Franklin Covey. Today, Franklin Covey generates over $280 million in revenue every year, and most of this comes from subscriptions.
It's faster if we both win.
Yes, I see.
Let's break down this strategy so you can apply this to your expertise. Step 1, from expertise to manifesto. Covey distilled his decades of teaching and consulting into a 7-part framework. The book established him as the go-to expert on leadership. And from there he was invited to coach, speak to and train leaders from around the world. And finally he built a scalable business model based on recurring subscriptions. Covey had turned his personal philosophy into a global movement and a value-based company.
For our purposes, we will define a habit as the intersection of knowledge, skill, and desire.
So why do manifestos work so well to monetize your expertise? First is positioning. They instantly elevate you as a thought leader. Number 2 is packaging. You're no longer offering generic advice. Instead, you have a signature framework. And this leads to premium pricing because there's no one out there doing things just like you. Number 4, it builds trust. And that's because your manifesto reflects who you are, and this helps you build deeper connections with people. And number 5 is scale. Your manifesto can be repurposed into multiple things. It could be a book, a speaking engagement, training, or an online business.
As we all know, real growth and development cannot take place overnight. You must pay the price over an extended period of time to reap the benefits of these habits.
Now let's bring it back to you. If you're a seasoned expert or executive, then it's likely that you're sitting on a goldmine of frameworks, tools, and methods. But the problem is, it's probably trapped inside your head or scattered across your computer in a bunch of slide decks. A manifesto turns all of that into a marketable asset. And today you don't need a major publishing deal to go global. You just need structure, clarity, and strategy. Here's how the monetization path usually unfolds. You start with free content, do some keynote presentations, and some one-on-one coaching or consulting. Next, you build courses, programs, and group workshops. And number 3, to scale, you need to license your expertise and package it in ways that other people can use it.
Focus on the kinds of changes you can make.
Let's get down to some practical actions you can take this week to start building your manifesto. Number 1 is the manifesto, and you need to find your core. What do you believe that others don't? What's your unique methodology? And which problem do you solve better than anyone else? Number 2 is to package your expertise. Write down your frameworks, gather proof from client stories and testimonials, and the most important part, create a simple signature system. Number 3 is to test and validate. Share what you've created as blogs or videos or keynotes. Watch what resonates and tweak the message based on the feedback you get. And number 4 is to scale strategically. You want to step beyond trading your time for money. You want to build repeatable offers and expand with partners or licensing.
While my hairstyle and looks may have changed these past 20 years, the principles of effectiveness have not changed.
If this helped you see your expertise in a new light, then hit subscribe so you can learn more proven strategies to turn what you know into repeatable income. And in the comments, tell me what's your unique insight or framework that could form your winning manifesto. And in the next video, we'll dive deeper into the Manifesto to Money Bridge, so you can write your business manifesto to earn premium income from your unique perspective.